Welcome to All in the Game, everyone. I am your host, Reginald Johnson, and today I have with me Coach Bill Tate from Timmonsville High School. Welcome to the show, Coach.
Thank you. Welcome. Good to see you.
It's good to see you, Coach. And it's as we get started, we're going to go ahead and start with our first quarter, and then after that, I'll let you do your quick introduction.
Okay.
All right, Coach. So it's on you. Your introduction.
My name is Bill Tate. I coached the Timmonsville football team for over 40 years, and it's been, a long 40 years. But I enjoyed every minute of it. And of course, we found out that if you coach football, single leg football, you're not gonna get rich. But anyway, I was born and raised in Clover, South Carolina. Graduated from Roosevelt High School, Clover, South Carolina, and went from there.
Okay, great, Coach. Well, welcome to the show. Well, Coach, how did you get started in sports?
Um, it was pretty much in Clover during that time. And my dad, he played a little baseball, and as a little small kid, they didn't have any football or something they're doing that time. And then, of course, as you got older and you start, you go to school and you get involved with the sports programs. And so that's how, start playing football and baseball, basketball, track, everything.
So you did it all.
Yeah. I mean, little small school, Roosevelt High School, and of course, it was like Timmonsville. Everybody. I mean, he had to play, same guy played every sport: basketball, football, baseball, everything.
So the star athlete in football was probably going to be the star athlete in track, and
and baseball and basketball,
mm-hmm.
and we had some heck of a basketball teams. But our football program didn't get started until about my junior year.
Okay, junior year.
And so, but we were real good in basketball. We went.
Okay.
I played the state championship in basketball, and because there was some teams that played before me in basketball.
Yes, sir.
In championship.
So how was your neighborhood growing up, Coach?
Well, typically, it was back in the 50s, and I was part of the segregated schools and neighborhoods, of course. All the people in the neighborhood raised all the kids.
Okay.
If you did something wrong, then it was already at home before you got there.
Yeah.
So the neighborhood raised kids, and they looked after us, and everybody looked after each other's kid, and that and you didn't sleep with the door shut locked, and that's how it was back in the 50s and the 60s, late 60s.
So the community was pretty much tight knit.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was a little small town of Clover, South Carolina, and right there on the North Carolina lines between Gastonia and Rock Hill.
Yes, sir.
And so, but the little small town of Clover, I mean, everybody knew everybody. You walked where you went, and so everybody knew you. They knew your parents. They knew your parents. All the teachers knew you. Mm-hmm. They knew the teachers. The teachers would come visit your home and tell them how you did, right or wrong.
They.
Oh yeah. Well, see, I mean, that's one of the worst days of your life when you see the teacher knock at the door to give you reports of what you've been doing in class.
That's the worst, ain't it? Because you're already in trouble.
Yeah. Well, you do. Well, if you done something wrong, you already knew it.
Yeah.
Because back then, they didn't spare the rod.
Yeah.
In school or at home. So if the rod came down on you in school, it was a good bet. By the time you got home, it was something waiting on you there too.
You're gonna get another one, yeah.
Oh,
probably worse than the first, ain't it?
Well, yeah. Kids turned out pretty good, behind that.
That's good.
Yeah.
So how was your family life? I know you mentioned your dad.
I had 4 sisters, and my brother didn't come along until I was a junior in high school.
Okay.
So I wasn't really around him much, but I had 4 sisters, and it's pretty typical. You had your chores, you had work to do, and because my mom was a strong believer that you learn how to cook.
Yeah.
But she told me, said, you need to learn how to cook because you marry somebody, they dump you, man. You got to be able to eat.
That's right. You got to be able to eat.
So I babysitted my kid. I'm the oldest, and so I babysit the kids and then fix them food. So now it's my hobby. That's what I do.
Oh, you like cooking?
Oh yeah, we grill out and put something on the grill or cook
I'm,
something.
I'm about to come to Florence and get me some good food.
I'll hook you up.
Oh man.
Around here, you know, this is barbecue every day around Hemingway
Yeah.
and that's not too far from here. And of course, right, even in Florence, I mean, somebody's always cooking a pig somewhere around here.
Yeah, it's already, yeah, because I'm from the Hampton area, so we do the same thing,
Oh yeah.
But I'm in North Carolina now, and we cannot stand that vinegar-based stuff. I don't know how they do it. They just,
Oh yeah, man.
I'm more of a mustard base, or I like the Kansas City a little sweeter,
Yeah,
but
well, we do the red sauce base.
yeah.
With a little mustard and vinegar in there too, but that's straight vinegar. It's pretty harsh.
Oh goodness, yeah.
But you know, each his own.
Yeah, to each his own. Don't stop messing up people's meat.
No.
So coach, so you the oldest, so you pretty much had to be a surrogate caretaker for your siblings. And you say it was 4 girls, right?
Yeah, I have 4 sisters, and then my little brother came along.
When you was a junior.
But then if you're in the house with four girls, that's tough, man. Well, first of all, you don't get the mirror, and all the bathrooms taken up.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't have one bathroom, but it was taken up. All the mirrors taken up, and you pretty much. So I pretty much stayed outside.
Oh, I was going to ask you that because that makes you got to stay outside if you got 4. Because it's 5 women. It's your mom and your 4 sisters too. Yeah, you got to get outside, and your dad probably like, let's go outside.
I stayed outside, and I stayed up at the little park we had at the basketball goals, and stuff like that. That's where I hung out most of the afternoon, shooting hoops. And the school, my school was about 200 yards from my house, so
that's good.
Yeah, I had to look out my back door and walk to the school, and because we had basketball goals and stuff like that. So that's one reason I got into basketball and sports too, because it was right down next door.
Yeah. You would always probably hear the balls bouncing.
Oh yeah. I mean, I remember, when I was a kid, you had to be a certain age. They wouldn't let you in the gym. The older guys, they wouldn't let you in. So the proudest day of my life is when I got old enough to hold somebody else out.
Oh yeah. We do that because I was telling some of the guys who I interviewed a month ago, because I grew up around in front of the park also, so they wouldn't let us play.
Oh, yeah.
But the day you get to play with the older ones, it's like that's the rite of passage in the black community.
Yeah, that's right. You evolved now, But yeah, those days, there was no need to getting. You won't get chosen. You just sit there and watch the game, and then when it was over with, everybody took off, and then when the court was empty, that's when you got your few little shots in.
That's when you could play, right? Yeah, because that's what we did. We used to, when the court was in, we had to get out there real early when it was hot, or then you couldn't be out there late at night because the street light gonna make you come home, so you couldn't do that. But we would try to shoot in between games. Sometimes your ball will get kicked in the woods or somewhere like that or they'll take your ball and play with it all day, and you can't play. And like, man.
Well, I know our principal, what he would do, and there wasn't a whole lot of recreation in those days. And if there was, you couldn't go to it anyway because it was segregated.
Yes, sir.
So what our principal would do with the guys that was in high school and played on the basketball team, he'd give them the key to the gym.
Oh, that's good.
Days, on Saturdays and snow days and days that we wasn't in the school, he'd get those older guys the key to the gym. And of course, if you one of the younger ones, they wouldn't let you in. The only thing you could do is look through the window.
Yeah.
And watch them play. And then when I got old enough, I used to go get the key. I thought that was a big deal when I could go down there and get the key from the principal.
Oh, yeah.
That's why we had some pretty good basketball teams too, because that's all we did was shoot
basketball. Mm-hmm. So did you like playing basketball growing up?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's all we had, because during our day, only football we had was two-hand touch on Sunday after the game. Everybody would go meet. You watch the game on TV, and then you go to the field, and
then you try to beat somebody who you just saw on TV, right?
Well, I'm saying you do the same thing that Johnny U and some of the other guys. Mm-hmm. So, but as far as basketball is concerned, see, that was the only sport we had at our high school until my junior year. We didn't have football. Well, we had baseball, of course, only. But we didn't have football until my junior year. And then we had a
Okay,
pretty good team too.
yeah. So y'all had some ballers. What position you played in basketball?
Well, I was a shooting guard. Matter of fact, I scored 40, 30 some a few times.
But that hold on now, coach. You scored 30 and 40. That y'all ain't have a 3-point line, did y'all?
No,
Yeah, so you was doing that. Just
we didn't have a 3-point line. But the kind of team, our team consisted of 4 shooters and 1 rebound.
okay.
And so we could shoot. We about like Golden State or somebody, we didn't go inside on you. We'd spread out and we'd shoot, and everybody could shoot. And because we went to a state championship down in Orangeburg, we played and we lost, of course, but we played at Orangeburg Wilkerson for a state championship.
Yeah. Oh yeah. OW.
Yeah. Well, at the time it was just Wilkerson.
It was just Wilkerson. Yeah.
But
it was like segregated, right?
Yeah, it was segregated. And so we played my junior year. We lost the state championship that year, but we played them. But we could shoot. And good God, we had 3 points. Ain't no telling.
Oh yeah, you don't tell her how many points you'd have scored.
Yeah, man, because we scored 80, 90 points.
Man, y'all was because and then you think about it, where schools like that, you got the best of the best. Talent wasn't going somewhere else to go play.
Absolutely.
And you grew up with the guys in the neighborhood, so you can always play with them and get better and better and develop that synergy and cohesiveness.
And even after I graduated from high school, and they still kept the tradition, they still could play. It was good. And they were good, and they played for another couple of state championships after I left.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, that's great. So, and with Coach, after you graduated high school, because like you said, you didn't have football. What was your next step after that?
Well, my next step, I found out there was a little program down in Rock Hill. It's Friendship. They had a football team, and so of course, they were handing out little half scholarships, and so I got wind of that, and so and because it was 21 miles from my home.
Yeah, that's pretty close. That's not far at all.
So I got wind of that, and so I went down to Friendship and enrolled and got in, and they gave us a little half money, and you had to kind of dig up on your own. And so that's when I ran into a bunch of guys from different places, Anderson and upstate, and North Carolina, Charlotte, and places like that. So we were halfway decent, but we wasn't, But anyway, we got a chance to play. That was the main thing.
That's the main thing. Learning.
But one time I think we traveled to Coahoma, Mississippi, and played Coahoma Junior College down in Mississippi in the 60s. That was a trip.
I bet. On one of them buses, on a bus, ain't no plane.
Yeah, there ain't no stopping much down in Alabama, Mississippi, So, but anyway,
y'all had to keep it through, ain't it?
Yeah, we had to keep it going through. But it was fun to get away from school and to travel that far on a bus. It was fun.
What position did you play in football?
I was running back in high school and also college. I was about 100. I was about 185 pounds, 180, something like that, 6 feet.
That's pretty good. Yeah, good size running back. Yeah.
We and we ran the old T formation. It's about like the wishbone, but it was a T formation and double 2 tight ends and we just ran the football. We had some good backs. Me and a couple other guys. They're pretty good running back.
So that's funny, Coach, because y'all ran in basketball, shooters, went and go near the paint. In football, you want to bruise people.
That's right.
So that's
That's what we did. We didn't have any moves. We just ran over people if we could.
Yeah,
we thought that was a big deal to be able to run over somebody.
Just outwield them. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're right. Running over people. Yeah. What was it? 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah. Well, if I had some sense, I'd have been trying to duck somebody. But at that time, we thought that was a macho thing to run over somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Coach, great first quarter. After this, we're going to talk about you going to your college experience.